This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money, you sorry
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Get ready for a Friday night showdown. The Minnesota Lynx take on the Atlanta Dream tonight. Tip-off is at 6:30 p.m. Catch every play, every bucket, and every big moment right here on KFAN, or as always, on the Lynx station on the free iHeartRadio app.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Mark Parrish is in the building. He's here behind me.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
How are we doing?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Good.
Good. It's Friday.
It's Friday. I did enjoy the sauce explanation of the predator and prey.
Yeah.
Did you follow it?
Well, yeah, I did. I mean, still wondering if he knows that goat's a prey or a predator, but got the eyes down.
Yeah, thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Good. Well, there's more where that came from.
Oh, I know.
But first, we got to do some news.
Yes.
I can't get this to stop. Stop.
Well, why would you? Because, why would you?
I mean, rise.
That's just the computer saying, no, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, Chris,
Yes.
quick hypothetical.
Okay.
Let's say there's a festival.
Okay.
Here's the 4 bands at the festival.
All right. Go.
Rocket Club.
Check.
The Chris Hockey Band.
Yep.
The Fabulous Armadillos.
Uh-huh.
And Rise.
Right.
And somehow there's 4 of you, and simultaneously all 4 of those bands are playing on 4 different stages at something like Somerset Amphitheater.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
But they're all scheduled for the exact same time.
Okay.
And everybody that listens to the Power Trip worldwide is
Everybody
at
in
this
the world.
festival.
Wow. Welcome here, Andy. It's good to see you.
What percentage goes to each band? Go. Like Tommy goes to Rise for sure, right?
I go to Rise.
I think
Sandy
I would
goes to
too.
Rise.
Just out of morbid curiosity, I'm like, I got to see this.
I'm all in on Rise.
Give me the percent breakdown between the Dillos, Rocket Club, CHB, and Rise. Go.
Let's say 50% go to Rise out of curiosity. 30% go to Rocket Club. And then the rest are split between the Dillos and Chris Hockey Band. But I would say the largest amount of people will go, and all the hot babes
go to Rise.
Go to Rise.
Well, that's a good point. I wonder what the demographic breakdown would be. All the dudes go to Rise, right? We got to see this.
Yeah, you guys.
If there were 4 different Chris Hockeys, would current Chris Hockey be the lead guy of Rise, or would the 20?
Oh, good question.
4 or 5-year-old?
Well, first of all, they beat the hell out of each other
Yeah.
because they would hate each other.
Yeah.
I would want. I think I would want current Chris in all 4.
Okay.
That's real sweet of you.
Just to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chris now is a better singer than the Rise guy was.
Thank you for saying that. You're right. That's true. Yeah.
Right?
And he knows how to clean his nether regions. Now, that guy did not.
Will current Chris Hockey be wearing Pure Effin' Rock on his T-shirt?
Oh, it has to.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
The rest of the band's going to
Then
be.
I'm going to see Rise.
Yeah.
The only problem is the real Chris Hockey, the today Chris Hockey.
Yeah.
Booked this 4-way show 6 months in advance and is super pissed that he has to go play all 4 shows today.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
You know, I wish the current Chris Hockey could go back and talk to that Chris Hockey, that 22-year-old Chris Hockey, and just say, give up now.
Wow. Jeez.
Don't take another step. This is the best it's ever going to get. Look around you. You're not going to make it, Shubsy. But right now, there's some people who think you might. So go ahead and just die now.
Jeez.
Go on down to Dead Man's Curve while you still got hope.
Was that a real thing? Is that a real thing in California?
Yeah, that's where Jan or Dean, one of the two, had his bad crash.
Oh,
Let me ask you this, though.
Yeah.
If you went back in time and said all those things, would there be a moment where you would look at that Chris Hockey and go, those are sweet leather pants?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were great pants.
Yeah.
I
But
wish
you
I
gave them
still had
away?
them. I gave them to a lady to make shorts out of them. I never saw her again.
Hey, the lead singer of Rise would be like, damn, dude, you got a lot of tattoos. This looks like it's going to turn out pretty good for me.
Yeah, that's true, too.
That's going to be a big surprise for 22-year-old Chris.
Did the lead singer of Rise sleep with the lady he gave those pants to?
Sure. I mean, obviously.
3 months mortgage says that he did.
Oh, yeah, of course he did.
She wasn't doing those pants for free.
Yeah. She was going to make shorts.
And I didn't have any money to give her.
Yeah.
Just for,
Hey, since we're leaning heavy into Chris for a second, can I do the first news story after we hit the sponsors and everything?
Sure, man.
Because this is on Chris theme
I'd
here.
be honored. Yeah, for sure.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
They lost to the Louisville Bats 4-2 at CHS Field yesterday. The 34 and 41 Saints send Cory Lewis. Crazy. To the mound against Louisville again tonight. Go on down. I believe there's a doubleheader tomorrow at CHS Field. Thank you, St. Paul Saints. SaintsBaseball.com for tickets. Go ahead.
Sauce, are you paying attention? I really, really, really need you on this story.
I am paying attention right now.
Because you just got done scrolling?
Yeah, I was doing something.
Who were you texting?
I wasn't texting anybody.
What were you scrolling?
I was canceling something.
A subscription?
No, golf thing.
Oh, man.
Perfect time to do it right during the show.
Yeah,
absolutely.
do it right now. You can't wait 5
Well, I got
minutes.
an email about it.
What?
So I need to cancel.
We're going to break in about 4 minutes. You could have done it during the break.
Hey, I'm all ears.
All right, perfect, because I need you.
Yeah, you are. Pull that head of
Paul.
yours.
Well, that's the first time you ever said you needed me.
Bring it on. It's 3 sentences. Just be ready after the third sentence.
Well,
Ready?
let me log out of Twitter so I don't get distracted.
You can put your phone down.
I flipped my phone.
He did flip it over. That's true.
good.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Don't jump the gun, though. Wait till all 3 sentences are over. Ready?
Okay.
You can now get paid $35 per poop in Japan, but only if your poop is good enough. A pharmaceutical company is researching gut bacteria, and they say only 5 to 10% of people have poop that's high quality enough for their purpose.
My God. Dwight just volunteered. He showed up like when Rudy showed up to Notre Dame and said he would work for free on the field. Dwight said, no benefits, no salary needed. Let me go through that poop. And the guy said, sure. Are you the great Dwight Hockey? I said, yes, I am. I would like to go through that poop. Well, sir, you got to put gloves on. He said, no need. These hands were made for poop. And then they caught him laid on the ground, dropping poops on his chest. And then he said, this is the greatest thing these eyes have ever seen. God bless poop. God bless Japan. And he got up, went outside, had a cigarette, said, this is the best job I ever had. Called his son and said, son, I love you. Where are those leather pants? Hold on, they need me again. Then he went back to pooping. Not pooping. He went back to going through the dump. End scene.
When you say my dad is the great, is he a magician?
Mm-hmm. He makes poop disappear.
So he flies to Japan. He flies to Japan. Dwight Hockey does. And the guy who's running this research project immediately recognizes him and says, are you the great Dwight Hockey? So he's that noteworthy in the poop community.
Oh, yeah.
Then you also mentioned that he laid down in the field and was catching poop on his chest, but you made it sound like he was the one doing the dumping.
I'm confused about that.
So I didn't understand if he was pooping on himself or somebody was pooping on him. And then what's weird is you said it was in a field, but then as soon as he was done, he went outside to smoke a cigarette.
I meant like the field, like he's in, like, you know, like, hey, what do you do? Well, I'm in the field.
That's his industry. He's in the field of poop research.
Wow.
Yes.
So he was at an indoor facility.
Okay.
And then when his shift
Yeah.
was done, went outside and had a smoke, which is probably good to go outside because there's a lot of methane probably in the building.
Yeah.
You don't want the whole place to explode.
No, he refuses to wear goggles or a face covering.
of any kind.
He takes it all in.
Or gloves. Doesn't want to wear gloves either.
For science.
Well, you know how I know this story isn't true? My dad doesn't smoke.
Well played. Well played, Hog.
Okay, Dwight hockey aside. $35 per poop, but they only say about 5 to 10% of people have poop that's high quality enough for their research. Imagine taking a dump and then going, sweet, $35, please. And they'd be like, this is terrible. No. We're not paying you anything. And this is not what we're looking for.
Yeah, it's
terrible.
And then the great Dwightburglar ran away with all of it.
The great Dwightburglar?
You make it sound like he's burgling Dwights.
He's stealing Dwights. Explain who the great Dwightburglar is?
Hawk's dad.
No, I understand that, but...
It's not my dad, but my dad doesn't deal in poop. Not really.
Or
this
smoke.
Is a bit.
Doesn't smoke either.
No, he loves poop.
No.
He loves poop barn.
No.
What's the stealing bit, though?
He showed up. Said, God, I'd love to work here. They said, God, we're tight. The budget's tight. Said, I don't need a raise. I don't need any money. They said, okay. He said, I'll work for free. And then he showed up one day in a Hamburglar outfit. Instead of black stripes, it was brown stripes. And he ran in, stole all the turds, and he hid somewhere. Never seen before, or never been. He's lost. Never to be seen again. And some say he lives in heaven. Some say he lives in hell. We never know about the great Dwightburglar.
I think what happened was they said $35 for a poop, and he didn't have the $35.
You know what else is crazy? I am pretty sure we just heard Louie's first bedtime story. Have a seat, son. Let me tell you about the great Dwightburglar.
How quickly Till Smidium comes up with a picture of
Dude,
it.
we got to have that as a state fair
Yeah,
t-shirt.
the great McDonald's. McDonald's might sue us.
And instead
Your
of a
dad might.
cheeseburger for a head, he's got a turd.
Yeah. The great Dwightburglar.
Doesn't want to raise, doesn't want to get paid at all.
No. He said, I don't need a raise. And then he said, I don't even need to get paid.
Yeah.
No money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some would say, wow, you need better negotiation skills. But he ain't in it for the cash. Mm-hmm. He's in it for the nutty turds.
Just the love of the game.
Yeah, love of the game.
And he might be dead, and he might be in heaven or hell. We don't know. There's no way to know.
We
don't even know if he's dead.
I think he'd say he's in heaven right now.
He's in Graceland.
He's never what, Sauce? He's never
been seen. He's gone.
How's that phrase go?
Never to be seen again.
Nailed it.
There you go. I like
And
how quick you went to Lost.
Yeah, Rosie's there.
Hey, let's say this organization was not looking for quality excrement. Sauce, if somebody today said, hey, I'll pay you $35, not even to watch you go to the bathroom, just if you go to the bathroom and give it to me, I'll give you $35. Do you do it? Like, think Cologuard, but you just hand it to, like, you don't have to ship it out. You just say, here's the box. Now give me $35 and be on your way. Yes or no?
Probably.
Wow.
Would you?
No, that's disgusting.
Yeah, you disgust us.
You're so gross.
Yeah.
Speaking of paint, did you see Jenny, who works down the hall, posted on her Instagram that somebody offered her $1,000 to watch her do that?
Do what?
To go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Specifically that number?
Yeah.
$1,000 to watch her go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Guys
Does PA have any checks with him?
I'm pretty sure if that was an actual offer that she would be willing to accept, that the three amigos of KFAN, Rosie, PA, and Barrero, would all pool their money.
No.
And she would have to be going to the bathroom the rest of the day.
Yeah.
See, and you know it wasn't me because I only get 500 out of the 18.
Yeah.
How much did you get from PA when he watched you?
Nothing.
Oh, God, that's such a great story.
Man, you got screwed.
I did.
You could just feel his presence.
Well, you can feel somebody staring at you, right? And I look up and there he was.
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
Can you imagine how rock bottom that guy is. $1,000 to watch you go to the bathroom. Probably maybe fully clothed, right? Or mostly fully clothed, of course. But it's not like get naked and go to the bathroom. Just go to the bathroom and I want to watch and I'll give you $1,000.
I would do it for $1,000.
Let somebody watch you?
Sure.
Dear God.
Probably.
You don't even like when people watch you eat.
Yeah. Well,
different ball game.
The Dwightburglar is very proud of you.
So you don't like when people watch you have the start of the eating process, but you're willing to let them watch the end.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
But imagine sending that and thinking there's like a 2% chance she'll go.
Of course, you picked the number 2.
Sure. Go ahead. I'll meet you anywhere.
I think it's even less than that. I think my guess is, and I'm not a psychologist, is they're just turned on by asking the question.
Probably,
they know they're getting rejected. They just want to ask.
Yeah. Should we call Rosie? See how he's doing?
Hey, I'm sure he's okay. He's recovered.
Yeah.
He's used to rejection.
Yeah.
That was the news. Sports is next.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money, you sorry
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Elevate your 4th this year with $100 to Fireworks Forever. Check out our contest page for your chance to win a $100 Fireworks Forever gift card. To stock up for the 4th, that's KFAN.com, keyword contest to enter today.
Oh, hi, Mark.
He's right behind me. Look at him. He's
hi, Mark.
He's all fired up, man. There's lots going on.
Yeah.
Big draft
So
tonight.
fired up.
All drafted.
Big draft.
All big draft.
For his Islanders, not really for his Wild, because the Wild don't pick till 52, but his Islander squad's got the number 1 pick in the draft.
What if that changes? What if we trade up to the first
I was going to
round?
say,
what if we did that?
As we just learned, the nice thing about the draft, that means the wheeling and dealing is going to be starting, actually, I guess, has started.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sauce, want to hear a little steam?
Yeah, you got something?
Of course. You got to promise you're going to give me credit, though. Will you tell other people that I said it?
Of course. Do you need me to listen?
So, I was talking to Russo and then talking to other sources that I trust.
Yeah.
Let's just say Bill Guerin has interest in moving up or moving back.
See, I heard that he was going to stay put.
That's also an option.
Okay.
You better give me credit.
Okay.
I said it first.
You were the
I said it first.
That is true. I've not heard that one from another source yet, Corey.
Please,
No worse.
just give me credit. Honestly, all I ask is that somebody acknowledges that I said it first.
I also heard, I think it was the 03 draft, that the Wild had interest in Alexander Ovechkin. Is that true? Can you confirm that? They've had interest. There are people in the building that like
They've had
Alexander
dialogue,
Ovechkin.
I believe.
Well, I'm just upset, Corey, because that's obviously why BG couldn't take my calls. You were on the phone with him.
Well, I wasn't talking to him, but let's just say I have a source very close to him that says the Wild might find a way to move up.
Really?
So
I called the Bee Gees as well, but they were busy staying alive.
No, I don't. Hi, Marney. Parrish, Marney.
Good morning, Marnes.
Marty, you just missed the Bee Gees joke.
Yeah, you missed a Bee Gees joke.
Yeah, we're doing wordplay.
Bee Gees, like the
same.
Andy Gibb singers?
No, different ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Marzi, do you want to hear Billy Guerin?
Do I?
I know you do. He was talking about the strength of the draft this year, because people are saying it's not a very strong draft, Perry. But Billy doesn't agree.
People always say that, it's not a great draft, it's not this, it's not that. They're all good drafts. You can always get good players. It always helps to have picks, and just got to pick the right one. So no, I never really look at it like that, like this is a good year not to have one. We'd always like to have one. We just got it in a different way, we feel.
See?
Yeah, no, and I agree. And obviously when they talk about strength of drafts, they're talking about the high-end talent. But when, I tell people all the time, or I tell draft picks all the time when they be coming in for camp, that if you ask the room of the guys that, the NHL lineup, go around the room and ask them what round they were drafted. And there's only going to be a couple, per room for the majority of the rooms. There's some rooms that are a little bit loaded with first rounders like Edmonton and whatnot that kind of break the mold. But yeah, the draft is truly a foot in the door.
What?
No, I'm not kidding you. It does not mean that you're going to have an NHL career when you get drafted. The first round picks obviously have to kind of prove that they can't play, while the later picks have to prove that they can. That being said, it's all about proving that you can play at that level.
It isn't glamorous.
No, Pee-wee, it's not.
So yeah, there's some strong drafts as when it comes to like depth of careers and players, but those aren't necessarily known as strong drafts because they're looking at the McDavids, the Eichels, they're looking at the big names in that draft when they talk about strength of draft.
The Wild had interest in all of them.
They did, and they had
call.
interest in Kirill Kaprizov as well, and they have interest in signing him to a longer contract.
We've talked, and like I said, we don't have to sign him on July 1. We can. I don't see that happening, but you never know. We'd like to get it done as soon as we can. I'd love to do that. But you know what? These things, they take time. They're complicated deals, and there's a lot to them. And, so if it doesn't happen on July 1, don't panic. Don't panic. It's a process.
Yeah. He's right. It is a process. And obviously, Craig Leopold has already come out and said that the money is not going to be an issue whatsoever with him, and happy to hear that. And there is. You got both sides that kind of have plenty of things to go through, put in place, get all their ducks in a row, and obviously for Kirill, it's a big commitment. I mean, when you're talking about a long term, you're pretty much committing your prime of your years, and he wants to make sure that he's in the right spot. Not that he's second guessing it by any means, but it just means like Billy Guerin was saying that there's just no hurry for it.
Right.
Well said, Parrish.
Lost my ears.
He said that well.
Lost your ears. They fall off?
No, they're still there. You okay?
Me? Yeah.
No, I'm probably talking to him.
What happened?
Chapel Run.
Oh.
Broken.
It's broken.
Okay.
Zendaya.
Joking.
Chapel Run.
She could help.
This is a hearing test.
She's great.
Zendaya.
Beep.
Also great.
Yeah, I heard that.
Barry Keoghan.
Really screwed over Sabrina Carpenter, according to my girls.
Did he really?
I guess he cheated on her.
This fever.
Whoa.
Excuse me?
Whoa.
Trenton Duckworth.
The guy that...
Remember Trenton Hassel?
Mighty Ducks?
For sure.
Yeah.
Hell of a defender. Remember him?
Yeah.
I don't remember Trenton Duckworth.
When 900 years old, you reach, look as good you will not.
Yoda.
Yoda.
Well,
headphones working, Parrish, or not?
They're not.
Sort of.
They're
We'll
coming
take a look in the break. We'll take a lookie.
Oh, Billy.
Oh.
Zendaya.
All right, I got one of them.
That's close enough. What else you got, baby?
The Twins smoked the Mariners 10-1. They scored 8 in the 6th inning. The Twins are 39-42. They battle Detroit tonight. Yay! The Tigers are one of the best team in the AL, probably the best team in the AL. Game time is 6:10.
Oh, Billy.
Hello.
Hey, Dolly Parton. Hey, speaking of sports, Marnes, was that thing that you did, was that last night, the Q&A with Mark Lowry and A-Rod? When was that?
It was yesterday afternoon.
It was yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. It was an all-staff meeting, Timberwolves, Lynx, at Mayo Clinic Square. So the questions that group would have are a little bit different than, just fans would have, because they're employees. They have questions about what is your management style, and when am I going to get a pay raise? And
am I getting fired? Jeez. Anybody ask that?
Not in those words, but, a roundabout way of phrasing
Right. Will
that.
there be changes? That kind of a phrasing?
Yeah.
What did they say?
I can't tell you.
Oh.
Company secrets.
Oh, company secrets. So the photos are for public consumption because they were just still shots. But
No, there was a lot of, it's just been such a long process. It's been 4 years since we were told, and I mean, everybody was told, Mark Laurie and Alex Rodriguez will be the next owners of the Timberwolves, and it'll take a couple of years, and a couple actually ended up being four plus. So I think okay, let's get going. What are we in for? What are those kinds of questions are totally valid. And they didn't necessarily have the answers, Mark and Alex, to your question, Cory. Am I going to get fired? Will there be changes? They didn't say, yes, you will. Yes, there are. It was more like, we need to tell you exactly what our vision is, what our values are, what we need to dig in deep to your department and then your department and your department and kind of set the track that we're all supposed to be on. And so that was kind of the theme of the whole thing. It needs to be clarified. There need to be details, but that was basically day one for them being there and being in the office. And they won't be there every day. One of them might be here and there, and then the other one will be. And that's the beauty of having two people.
Well said. Paul, your hand was up.
Do you think hockey can name a team Alex Rodriguez played for that isn't the Yankees?
I think you can, yeah.
Why do you think he cannot?
I think he can.
I think he can too.
I think we lost.
I don't
Chris.
actually see him.
He's trying to fix my headset, but yeah, he can.
Can Parrish?
I think so.
I think so too. I'll never mind that.
Man.
Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, well played. Martins, your Lynx play the Dream tonight. The Dream are a 1.5 point favorite. They are 10-5. The Lynx are 12-2.
How are they favorites? Is Collier not playing or is she back?
Undetermined.
Maybe that's
more
why
company secrets.
I'm just waiting on the injury report. The Lynx had a little stumble on Tuesday, lost at Washington without Nafisa Collier, but it was a young and scrappy Washington team. Nothing to hang a head about. But the Lynx did not play well. They just didn't play well. The front court did. Alana Smith was awesome. Jessica Shepard was awesome, but the back court just didn't give them much production. So another tough loss that you hope to learn from. The schedule coming up for the Lynx is real tough. And not just the competition. I'm talking like the number of games, because they're adding in the Commissioner's Cup on Tuesday, which is awesome and wonderful. And everyone should be very happy about that, especially the players who are going to get some cash. But it means the Lynx now play Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to have to space that out a little bit in my head and tell you the number. It's like 12 games. Well, maybe not 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should have had this mapped out before I got on the radio and tried to do it live.
We're not going to check your work, so just say
no one's retaining
for sure every other day plus 2 back-to-backs in the next 2.5 weeks.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Mentally, more than anything like that. That's why you have a union.
Yeah.
Well,
that made it real.
That also
is depressing.
Well, it is. It's just hard. I don't care what game you're talking about mentally to get up for that many games every other night. Like doesn't matter what kind of physical shape you're in. You're gonna have you're gonna lay a couple eggs in there just as a team. And it's one of those situations that when it's gonna happen, you hope it all just lines up on one or two games, right? Everybody do it together. Just cost us a couple games. That's it. As opposed to if you spread it out where it's half and half, that's where it can kind of get into a little bit of slip. But no, it's just really, really tough mentally, especially at the professional level, to get up to that level people expect that many times in a row.
That just meat sauce it.
Oh, there'll be a couple.
Just do that.
Yeah, just do that. Vikings news, there really isn't much, but we'll probably try to fake it when we get back. Initials at 8:15, $94,000 up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. One of you gets a crack at that at 8:15. Normal 4 competitors today, Hawk, Parrish, Marney, and Sauce. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. We're back after this on the Fan.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money you saw in my...
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Edition.
The ultimate day of heavy metal is almost here, and we have your tickets. The Summer of Loud Tour heads to Somerset Amphitheater on July 11th. Caller number 21 for Mark Parrish will win a pair of tickets to see Parkway Drive, I Prevail, Beartooth, and more. Call now. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you.
Great number.
Good luck to you. It's Beartooth Morning Show. There you go. Beartooth. Corey's over there, and Saucy and Marnie's over there. Marco's over there.
Huck, did you see who is going to have a residency, a temporary, month-long maybe, at Caesar's Palace?
Yeah, Dolly Parton.
How about that? Are you going?
That? I would love to see that. You know? I mean the residency. I didn't mean to say it like that. Yes, I would love it. That would be very cool. So I did not see the dates, though. Did they announce when it's going to be?
They did.
I don't remember.
I thought it was December.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
How cool would that be for my birthday?
You should go.
I think you're right. I should go. I should go there.
We don't know the Lynx schedule. We don't know Dolly Parton's residency. We don't know what the shape of Predator's eyes look like. We don't know a lot on this show.
I know what the shape of Dolly Parton is. I could draw it with my eyes closed.
Could sculpt it like Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day.
You heard it.
December.
You heard it.
4th, 6th, 7th, 10, 12, 13.
Yeah, that'd be something to see, wouldn't it?
You should go.
I mean, she can't live forever, right? And not to be mean, right? Yeah, I'm not. But
Is she 80-ish?
She's around there, I think.
How old is she?
Let me take a look. See.
If only there was a website where we could look that up.
She's 79.
79.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah.
She'll be 80 in January.
That is next. Yes, she'll be 80 next.
On my sister's birthday.
Is that normally her birthday, or is she just celebrating with your sister this year?
I think
every year.
Every year.
January 19th.
Awesome.
There you go. Yeah,
what a
that's
cool
pretty cool.
coincidence.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You know, I've loved her forever, and that would be cool. That'd be fun. I'll stand up and scream, cry.
Yeah, you'll sob.
Buy some merch.
Marnie, you seem to
kill the merch.
You seem to really like a handful of artists, but you don't seem like the kind of person that would travel to go see very many people. Is that accurate or not? Like Sarah Evans, maybe.
I'm traveling to Piers, Minnesota this summer to see Sarah Evans.
That's where Chris is opening for Sarah?
That's right.
Piers?
Yeah. I'd never even heard of that
I haven't either.
town. It's northwest of here.
Isn't that
north of St. Cloud.
Isn't that between here and Perham?
It's between here and Canada.
That sounds right. Do you know if they have hotels in Piers? Or will you be camping in your band van?
The band van.
It's like this, Marnes. We're on to the next show.
Yeah.
From town to town, up and down the dial. Never know what city I woke up in, where I'm at, who I'm with. They just say, hit the stage, how can I go up there? And I leave it all at the bottom of the stairs, brother.
He's a trained monkey.
Listen
he just does what he's told.
You are a rock star.
Listen to the
Thank you for saying that.
Living the life.
I'm living that life is what I'm living, but it ain't all it's cracked up to be, Marnes.
No.
Like, for example, though, would you fly to Vegas to see anybody? Specifically the show, not just to go gamble and have fun.
I think so. Like Kenny Chesney at the Sphere, I think would be
awesome.
Yeah.
I've heard it's fantastic. Yeah. They keep getting better, they keep learning as they go along.
The Sphere's sweet.
I would do something like that. The thing is, the artists that I really, really like are typically not the huge artists where you have to go somewhere to see them and there's this big concert, it's going to be epic and we all want to be part of it. So luckily I can drive to Piers, Minnesota in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
It's consecutive Saturdays. I'm seeing Miranda Lambert in Prior Lake and then Sarah Evans in Piers.
Have you been to Lakefront before?
No.
Oh, it's a great festival. Paris has been there. You gotta remember it.
It is great. I remember the beginning.
Yep. That was the famous Travis Tritt day.
Yeah. Is that the one?
Travis Tritt day, yeah.
Isn't that Mussey's bit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Great.
He doesn't
concert.
remember it either.
Sauce, is Dave the only artist you would travel to see at this point in your life? Outside of using Hawk as an Uber to get to Milwaukee to see Paul Simon.
It's weird because he would see Dave Matthews and Dave from Wendy's. He would travel to both those.
I think one of them is dead.
Yeah, but you'd still go see him if he had a double-double.
Yeah, of course. I'm just waiting.
You got your fries, you got your shake.
It's called a Frosty.
Excuse me, Dave can call whatever he wants.
That was funny.
What was the question?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the Dave Matthews Band to play at the Sphere, and I'll go see them there. Other than that, probably not. I mean, I'd travel to see...
Say it.
Yeah, that's probably it.
What if Rise was playing the Sphere?
Oh, then I would go.
Of course, we'd be outside in the parking lot with our
I'd
hat
still
upside
go.
down.
With a sign that says, God bless you, anything helps.
Family's going to Alpine Valley this summer here next month.
To see
the festival that Nickelback and Creed are headlining.
That checks out.
Is that Summer 99? Is that what it's called? No, that might have been a cruise.
No, I can't remember what it's called, but yes, I'm going to be going.
Summer of 99 Festival and beyond.
Oh, it is.
There it is.
Okay,
nice.
Yeah.
Creed and Nickelback.
Nice. How about that? That'd be fun.
Will you be standing on stage, Parrish?
Probably not.
Oh.
But it's always up in the air. I may get drug up there. Happens sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think I can be pretty low key in Wisconsin.
Yeah. They don't have a hockey team that you were cut from.
Correct.
Oh, that'll be cool, Perry.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Seeing my buddies.
Alpine Valley, very famous for a few reasons, but you know what the biggest one is, right?
Nope.
It's the last place Stevie Ray Vaughan played before his helicopter crash.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alpine's sweet. I've been there a few times.
Yeah, I've never been there. I'm
it's
pumped. I
outstanding.
can't wait to go.
It's
yeah,
cool,
and
man.
wasn't it supposed to be Clapton's copter that he
I
kind of...
believe that is correct, something like that, yeah.
Like Clapton had friends there or something, so he's like, you go ahead and take mine. I'll hang back or something like that.
Yep, something like that.
Man, have you seen the lineup for this?
Yeah.
It's Live, Daughtry, Tonic, Our Lady Peace, Lit, Three Doors Down, Seven Dust, Mammoth, WVH,
Wolfgang Van
Wolfgang's
Halen.
Band, yeah.
Hinder, Vertical Horizon, Fuel,
Rise.
Drake Bell.
Happy birthday, Drake Bell.
Oh, dang it.
Ross Perot.
Happy birthday,
Ross Perot.
Yeah, he's playing.
Is he
He's
still
getting
with
up
us?
there.
No, he's probably no
He's
longer
deader than
with
hell.
us.
He died in 2019.
That's right, he sure did.
Oh,
but he's still going to be there. He ain't giving up. Bob
Oh,
Keeshan's going to be there,
Happy birthday, Bob Keeshan.
also known as Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, he's got to be dead.
He's deader than hell. But he was also in World War II. Did you know that?
What was
That
his
was
rank?
the captain name.
He was a captain.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
He was, yeah.
well, that makes sense.
Yep.
So was Billy Hildebrand.
R.I.P.
Thank you, Marnie.
I feel like we're teaching people a lot of things today.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
If you go all the way back to the first segment, we
Learning
learned
stuff.
about like capital punishment in Japan, the south of France,
Yeah.
the shape of eyes.
And we're actually showing them cognitive decline.
Man,
In real time.
Great line. You are on it today.
There are scientists testing us somewhere.
Yeah. Swarms of tiny nose robots could clear infected sinuses.
Now we're talking.
Chinese and Hong Kong scientists succeed in animal trials, but potential problems include a risk of devices being left in your body.
Who cares? Like microplastics.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's stuff in our nose anyway. That's probably.
Yeah. I got to be. At some point, they get blown out.
Yeah. Swarms of tiny robots, each no larger than a speck of dust, could be deployed to cure stubborn
Thanks,
infected
Kansas.
sinuses.
Yeah, it's almost over for humanity, right? We had a couple 100,000 years. It went pretty well. Got to the top of the food chain. It's almost over.
Yeah.
So,
Or it's
we had a
just
good
the
run,
beginning.
man.
How many species have actually invented their own
Demise?
demise? Yeah.
Yeah, the big theory is most, right? That across the universe, once you get to this point, it's all over.
Right.
That the most likely end is yourself.
Dinosaurs
That's
did it
sad.
by banging each other.
Your mic's on.
Wallace
They were so
tried.
close.
Yeah, they tried, yeah.
They were so close to inventing tools.
That just had the
Yeah.
little arms, though.
Oh, yeah.
God, I wish I could
Poor
attach these
T-Rex.
wires.
Remember, the T-Rex had one tear rolling down his face saying, I never got to meet Stegosaurus. And then it was
Yeah.
over.
The worst thing about the Tyrannosaurus, he couldn't wipe his butt.
Yeah.
I don't think he cared.
He had mud butt a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't care, though.
You're right. This is cognitive decline.
Yeah.
We're going the wrong way quick.
You want to see how it looked?
No.
Are we on KFAN.com/watch? If not, this is a
We
good
might
time
be.
to start.
I think Hawk's having an episode. Are you okay?
Marnes, we learned that earlier. Did you know that humans are closer to the T-Rex than the T-Rex was to the Stegosaurus in terms of timeline?
Bang and gong.
Yeah. Great song.
That's a kind
That's
of
a
a crazy
tough one to wrap the mind around.
right. Apparently, it was like 60 plus million years before the T-Rex.
And then Stag got
Stag was wiped out. Yep. And
really completely eliminated that far before
then that far before.
TR. Wow.
Marnes, as you all know,
TSR time?
Marnie?
Yeah.
As you well know, power peeing was all the rage. But they're saying, say no to power peeing now.
What? What? Power?
It's his dad's band.
Why would that be his dad's band?
Because he likes power peeing.
I thought he liked 2.
He likes all of it.
Wow, that's big.
I mean, I don't think they had a hit single, but
Yeah. A pelvic floor physical therapist named Sarah Reardon.
Jeff's daughter.
Wow.
Okay, I know it's not
It's clever.
Carlin or
I mean,
Sinbad.
I got it.
It's all right. Thank you, Parrish.
It says, even though power peeing's been all the rage for some time, it's an unpleasant experience you'd have to put yourself through. The pelvic floor is a basket of muscles that sits at the bottom of your pelvis, as you well know, Cory.
I'm an expert in
It has an
the
important
pelvic
role.
floor.
It supports organs like your bladder, your bowels, and your junk.
Interesting time.
Women have known for a long time, or believed for a long time, that power peeing, really just shooting it out of there,
Oh my God.
was going to help you with your pelvic floor. But they're saying, nah, don't do that, because it'll ruin you.
This is the official report. Don't power pee. It'll ruin you.
I guess I totally missed the part where it was all the rage.
Yeah, when was it all
I
the
missed
rage?
that.
It's big in
Shoot.
Scotland.
Oh. I did not know that.
The kilt community
Yeah,
is
for sure.
different.
Yep.
Well, they use the kilt as a funnel.
It'll just destroy your pelvic floor muscle tissue, and it takes away the ability to achieve.
Oy, oy, oy.
So,
Are you Greek?
so from now on, when you're wanting, just take your time and enjoy it. And if you're constipated, don't blow that thing out.
Wow.
Who's he talking?
He's talking to Marnie.
I'm reading a news story.
Now, it's weird because, Marnie, I know it's counterintuitive. When you're here at the fan going to the bathroom, you feel like you have to power pee because the longer you're in there, the more likely somebody's peeking over the stall. Right? So it's a necessity. It's a necessity to get it over with as quickly as possible. What he's saying is when you're at home, take your time. It's not good for you.
Yeah. Plus, the toilets here are so filthy. It's like you want to power clean the things.
Oh.
Gross.
Yeah.
Paul, your hand was up. Is it you were just asking who he was talking to?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe you had a really, really gross hypothetical.
I was talking to the listeners in case they were power peeing.
Yeah, it's a public service announcement.
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to help out the people out there.
That's kind of you, Hawk.
Do I have a pelvic floor? I'm a dude.
Yes.
I do.
I think.
Okay.
Pretty sure the pelvis is universal.
Yeah.
Regardless of gender.
You have a pelvic floor, Hawk.
Thank you.
That's a very nice one at that.
Oh, that's really sweet of you to say that. Thank you.
Zach, rank all of our pelvic floors. Go.
Okay.
Be honest,
Number one by far is Chris Hockey.
By far?
Yeah,
That's
he treats his
offensive.
pelvic floor very well.
No, I doubt it. That thing's been abused.
Number two, Marney.
Goodness, I can't believe I beat you.
Pretty good, but the
Pretty good.
The compost toilet's not been kind to your pelvic floor.
Jeez.
Number three, Mark Parrish.
Yeah, he's actually going through the whole list. I was just kidding. He's going to actually do it.
God,
He's a
who's gonna
hockey
be-
player.
Sauce, you and I are down to the final two.
Yeah.
Boy. But
Number-
whoever gets last gets
I'm
to
just
pick
third
first.
because I'm a hockey
Yeah.
player.
But I haven't. Yeah.
Great
you've
reasoning.
peed blood, so I want to see how this goes.
Because I worked out my pelvic floor. Overworked it, probably.
Number
UP
four.
Blood's a gang up in Michigan.
Brilliant, Hawk. Brilliant.
Just like his brother, who we learned earlier this week,
Uh-oh.
likes it
Okay.
face down,
Yep.
pelvic floor up.
Oh, wow.
My God.
Corey Cove.
Wow,
Sauce,
I'm dead
dead
last.
last.
That's okay.
That's
What
fine.
are you going to do about that? Are you going to change that this weekend?
Would you please
You
stop
gonna work
peeing
on
so
that
hard?
pelvic floor?
Yeah. I'll stop power peeing.
He's impatient, so
Oh, good point.
he doesn't
Yeah,
like
very
spending a lot of
true.
time in the bathroom.
You are correct.
Marnie, why don't you comment?
Money.
I'll just wait for the break.
Did you ever, when you're hosting like that, the Q&A with Mark Laurie and Alex Rodriguez, and you're in a super professional setting, do you ever say, like, this is what I always wanted to do? And then you show up here Tuesdays and Fridays and go, this is the opposite of what I wanted to do. Or is it the opposite, that this is exactly what you wanted to do and that job sucks?
It's probably somewhere in the middle. And then when I'm over at the professional job and they say, "Oh, I hear you on the radio," sometimes I want to say, "Which day?" And what did they say?
That's fair.
Sorry about
I
it.
pee so hard sometimes that I do it from the studio.
Oh my God. You need help.
I just arc it right in.
That's
right at Parish.
Adorable.
It's incredible.
Fan 5 next. Initials in like 15 minutes. $94,000 up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Initials jackpot. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
My name is Desiree, and I'm a first-generation college student.
I'm Zach. I'm undecided in my major, and I'm a catcher.
This message was sent to you.
$500 down the toilet along with your performance. You are worthless.
Get the hell off the field before you lose me any more money you sorry.
This is wrong.
I'm more than a bet.
Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.